Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his address to the nation, told all of us that on Sunday we should put off our lights for 9 minutes at 9 pm to go ahead and support our healthcare workers. We should go ahead and place a candle or a diya outside in our balconies, and by doing it all together, we would boost morale and would help everyone out there. Now remember, Igraspers, it's important to keep your morale high, but also to make sure that we are helping our healthcare workers by staying indoors. Constantly remember to wash your hands and make sure that you don't go outside.
A student group from the Indian Institute of Technology, or IIT Guwahati, which also has a startup called Racerfly, has developed a very special drone. This drone has an automated sprayer to sanitize large areas, including roads, parks, and footpaths to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Racerfly has approached the Assam and Uttarakhand governments, offering to join the fight against coronavirus with a sprayer system, which they claim can complete a person's 1.5 days' work in just less than 15 minutes. IIT Guwahati is also developing robots to deliver food and medicines to COVID-19 wards. They believe this will reduce human involvement in isolation wards, thus protecting our medical professionals from getting infected while at work. Thank you, IITians, for actively joining the fight against the pandemic.
Isn't it interesting to see the creative ways in which an idea can be expressed? Igraspers, I'm talking about our cops. Cops on the streets of India have been wearing spiky virus helmets during India's lockdown. These goofy-looking helmets resembling the microscopic virus are being donned by cops in an effort to raise awareness about COVID-19 and to urge people to stay at home during the lockdown period.
The medical professionals and healthcare workers worldwide are presently struggling to find special equipment to handle coronavirus. Since the virus has spread so quickly, hospitals are not equipped with enough ventilators. What's a ventilator? Ventilators are machines that can pump oxygen in and out of the lungs of a person who cannot breathe well on his own. These machines are very expensive, so there aren't many in store. Now countries around the world, including India, are now racing to make more.
Efforts intensify to supplement hospital space as the US battles the coronavirus pandemic. The tennis courts that host the US Open are being turned into a field hospital for coronavirus patients. Part of the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in Queens, New York, will be converted into a temporary hospital with 350 beds for non-ICU patients. Patients will be transferred from the hospital to the tennis center starting next week. Let's move on to our science segment.
Have you wished for someone to write and sing songs? Well, Shyman is a robot developed by the professors at Georgia Tech University that can write, sing, and play its own songs. Once it is given a theme, it uses its artificial intelligence to comb through troves of data. He has a ball-shaped head and hands which help him play a kind of xylophone called marimba. Isn't that fascinating, Igraspers?
Welcome to the Wildlife and Environment segment. Amid all the alarming news about COVID-19, there is still good news in the world. For its 60th birthday, Madagascar decided to celebrate by planting 1 million trees in an effort to save the exotic wildlife. Madagascar is considered as one of the worst nations for deforestation, as it lost over 40% of its forests since 1940. Igraspers, deforestation is when the forest is cut down and the land is used for other purposes. However, the government is taking drastic steps to preserve the biodiversity of the island by promising to make Madagascar green again. Will you plant a tree for your birthday this year? I know you will.
The Great Barrier Reef, which is situated off the northeast coast of Australia, in the Pacific Ocean, is one of the largest coral reefs in the world, as it spans over 2,300 kilometers. The reef's colorful and vibrant beauty not only attracts numerous tourists to Australia every year, but is also home to numerous life forms. However, in the recent years, the corals have been bleaching. Bleaching is when the corals lose their color and die. They can usually recover, but since this is the third bleaching that has occurred, the chances are slim. This occurs due to the rise in temperature of the ocean waters, which happens due to global warming. However, this bleaching may also be because of the bushfires that recently burnt their way across Australia. Let's hope the reef revives to its glory soon.
The International Olympic Committee, the International Paralympic Committee, and the government of Japan have agreed on the new dates of the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 will be celebrated from 23rd July to 8th August 2021. They also agreed on new dates for the Paralympic Games, which will be celebrated from 24th August until 5th September 2021. Wimbledon has been cancelled for the first time since World War II because of the coronavirus pandemic. Wimbledon has been one of the centerpieces of the British summer sporting calendar and was due to be played between 29 June and 12th July 2020.